TIAA is on a mission. Why? Because 54% of Black Americans don't have enough savings to retire. So in collaboration with big-name artists like Wyclef Jean, TIAA released Paper Right, new music inspiring a new financial future. With 100% of streaming sales going to a nonprofit that teaches students how to invest. Stream Paper Right now and help close the gap.
Let's party each and every year on Christmas Eve, where the fun and cocktail shrimp don't seem to end. Clark and Ralphie taking turns on the TV screen, laughing, singing, yelling with all of our friends. Well, it's Christmas, and let the bodies go spread the holiday cheer. 'Cause it's Christmas. Whoa, oh, it's the best time of the year. Let's do fake reindeer.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Matt.
So we've been threatening to do Beavis and Butthead do Christmas since I think episode 4 of this podcast. But we had a very specific goal in mind. Which
That we
was
wanted to watch it with the music videos.
with the music video on the VHS tape that I have.
Yes.
And then as we're about to release this, the 30-year anniversary of Beavis and Butthead is coming up. So I thought that the stars have aligned. It's perfect. You're coming over to hang out for a couple days. Let's hook up my VCR and let's do this. And so we watched this last night. And was this a first-time watch for you?
This was a first-time watch
All
for
right.
me. And
This is like the 50th
This
time
is-
I've seen this.
This is season 6?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
Well, the music videos are obviously from older seasons.
Okay.
That they added into it. So from what I understand...
Yeah, explain this to me. Because you're saying they're from earlier episodes. So, like, they would randomly, like, react to Christmas videos? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, they would just pull whatever. I also think that they may have done in like season 1. I think somewhere there's a season 1 episode that is strictly
Them watching Christmas videos?
yeah, like there's a strictly watching Christmas episode videos episode.
It is an hour-long Christmas special. It is the 3rd holiday special of Beavis and Butthead.
So I think they
there's
repurposed
2 more of these?
I guess, but I think they repurposed most of the content.
Okay.
So I think what this one is, I was trying really hard to find information on this because I just remember this airing Christmas Eve on MTV for a couple years.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible that they did a music video special and then they did a Just Christmas special with the like 2 stories that we saw.
Okay.
And then this is like the combination of those with some added content like the letters to Butthead and the scenes with the Yule log. Like I think this is almost like a mega tape of like the highlights of all of the past Christmas things.
No, dude, because there's like, so I know we're getting off the rails, but season 3, I'm seeing the description. The duo, and correct me if I watched this last night, I'm so sorry. I don't think I did, though. The duo sitting there on the couch, Butthead and Beavis, tells Beavis that he thinks it's Christmas. They say that's cool because you get to watch TV. So they decide to watch some music videos. So they watch half of the Jingle Bell Rock song.
Yeah, no, that's the like almost hour-long music video special.
Okay,
then.
because do they know it's Christmas? They react to that.
Yeah, no, they only
White
pulled a
Christmas.
few random music videos from that special.
And they changed it to the California Raisins. Yeah, so this is the whole. Yep, because the Buster Poindexter.
Yeah, and
the
Ramones
Run
and
DMC. Yeah. Word. Okay. God, this is wild. The fucking Beavis and Butthead universe, and the apparently the fireplace came from this as well.
oh, all right.
Yeah, but the episode that we watched added in the storyline and the letters to Santa, which I would say that the letters to Butthead are the best part.
Oh, I don't know. I think the fireplace stuff is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
And the music videos have their moment. Like, we'll break them all down.
Yeah.
But
So, and that's my thing is like where I would say Always Sunny and Community are much more me. You are very much my expert in Daria and Beavis and Butthead and this early adult animation. I had seen some Beavis and Butthead as a kid. Of course, I've seen Do America multiple times. Beavis and Butthead for me, though, has always been more of a reference point than actually something I've actually seen.
So I think that this special, personally, and I don't know your view on it, I think that it's all escalation. Yeah. I think that the Beavis story that's like a Christmas story is kind of a dud. Like there's a couple,
there's some chuckles.
There's like a couple chuckles here and there, like him watching the porno and just being like, oh, a Christmas classic. Yeah. Like there's little moments that are like kind of funny, but I think that story is kind of long and like the jokes don't hit. Then we get the letters to Butthead, the first one, and I did the research when we were watching it to find out these are like legitimate letters that fans, I guess they said, hey, here's the P.O. box. Send your letters to Santa Butthead. Yeah. And people had fun with it, and they combed through and found the best ones. So the thing with Beavis and Butthead that I have always found very impressive, and I could have this wrong, but I think what I heard was specifically with the music videos, and I imagine similarly with these letters to Santa Butthead, that Mike Judge would watch the music video once and then have them play it a second time and would just riff out all of the Beavis and Butthead dialogue.
Really? That's cool.
And then would like go back and like specifically re-record what his riffs were so that he could transition the two voices a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But like that a lot of that stuff is almost like borderline improv with him. And I get that vibe. I can tell that, I could get that vibe with the Santa Butthead, that they just like found the best letters, handed them to him, and then he just read them and like went with it.
Yeah.
And there are some like him like not being able to pronounce some people's names is funny. Like just completely missing. A big theme is that all the girls want Beavis but not Butthead in the letters. And then we get our first couple.
These girls suck.
These girls suck. They want dorks. Then we get the first of the fireplace gags, and I don't remember what the first one is too much. They're just kind of doing like a fire thing.
Yeah.
Then we get a couple we get a couple music videos.
Yeah.
And we get the Ramones, Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight.
Like, dude, So listen, I love the Ramones. I think a lot of people love the Ramones, right? The Ramones are great. The Ramones are probably like one of the best bands that you don't want to look at.
Yeah.
Like
they are some ugly motherfuckers.
Like, goodness gracious.
Yeah, no, they ain't great looking. And then we get this weird like sitar surf version of Jingle Bells for a couple seconds before they're like, this is stupid. And then my favorite of the three music videos, they put on Buster Poindexter's That You Santa Claus. And like it cuts to just Buster Poindexter's face going, is that you, Santa Claus? And Beavis spits.
Yeah, it's like
and they're just so confused. I think that at one point he's like creeping around the house and they just go, this guy seems pretty cool. Like,
well, their confusion is super valid because Buster Poindexter is real fucking weird.
It's real fucking weird. Probably my favorite line of any of the music video commentary is when Beavis goes, look at that dude's nostrils. He could pick his nose with his big toe. Such a great insult. And then they get into talking about boogers, and if you eat your own boogers, does that make you a cannibal? But I think they say cannabis.
David Johansen is 73.
Yeah, man. David Johansen's been rocking since the 70s in the New York Dolls, man.
New York Dolls.
At Maximum Mediocrity, people say things like,
I don't dress like this on the regular basis. This isn't my, pooping uniform. This is not what I wear.
And they also say things like,
The nurses are usually either angels of mercy or whores.
Every episode is a new experience where you get to know people that aren't famous but should be.
Why did my facing Floyd Mayweather in the woods?
My co-host Morgan and I track down the people you didn't know you needed to hear from.
It's like hot sex in a mug.
We are the Maximum Mediocrity Podcast, and we are on all major podcasting platforms. We'll be waiting for you.
And then we get to what I think is the way better of the two stories, the It's a Wonderful Life parody with Butthead,
Oh
where
my
there's
God.
there's
I want to show you how good life would be if you weren't born.
It's such a great, but it's like there's so many good jokes just in the first like 30 seconds of that, right? Because it starts off with all of the people praying, which is a total direct parody of the opening of It's a Wonderful Life, where everyone's praying. They're just like, please, just kill Beavis and Butthead. And the one teacher just goes, I don't ask you for much, but what if they breed? Like,
That's right. Oh my God.
but then it goes up to heaven, and like the angel's like, we gotta call his guardian angel to deal with this. And it cuts to them watching TV, and as they're like flipping the channels, they're watching It's a Wonderful Life, and he's like, hey, I'm not gonna kill myself because everyone
sent
gave
me
me
money.
And they turn on like It's Mad About You, and he's like, I'm mad about Christmas, and I'm mad about you. Like it's such a perfect parody of like Christmas specials in the 90s and like that type
And when
of
the
stuff.
ghost shows up on the TV and is very much like, I am a ghost. This is not a TV show. You're not watching this. And Butthead just goes, this sucks, and changes the channel.
Well, then he's like, all right, we got to kill him. And there's the part I think you and I laughed at the hardest is Butthead's like, man, all this sucks. Let's turn off the TV. And they turn off, and it's off for like 2 seconds. And Beavis is just like, like and then they walk around. They're like, let's walk around and find chicks and score. And like everything's closed because it's Christmas Eve.
And it's raining.
It's
like
raining.
there's a fucking hurricane happening.
It's pouring. And they go to the grocery store, and the guy's locking up, and Beavis just goes, oh no, they got the new issue of Wet Hooters.
And Butthead goes, everything I could ever want for the rest of my life is in here.
Store. So they go and they play on a bridge, and the angel shows up and makes it icy. And they're like, oh man, it's cold. Let's go home and get warm. And he
just like,
goes,
no!
And he goes to try to get them to fall, and he slips into the water, and he's like trying to explain to them that, like, for the betterment of mankind, they should die.
Yep.
And he shows Butthead how wonderful the world would be if he had never been born.
Yeah.
And it's like paradise. like the town is like amazing.
Yeah, the principal has hair.
The principal has hair. Daria's not doesn't hate all men.
Yep.
Like Stuart has self-esteem. Like Beavis is his lackey. I love that Beavis is now wearing a winger shirt. Like, instead of a Metallica shirt.
And Stuart's wearing a poison shirt.
And like it's fantastic. Like that whole sequence, it's just funny, and like Butthead is so like, this sucks. Why would anybody want to live in a world like this? So they walk off, and he brings them back, and the angel falls in the water again, and Butthead says something like, Christmas sucks, but I bet it would suck a whole lot more if we weren't around. And they cut to the way better of the fireplace gags, where they're like, this sounds like Ozzy.
That's right. I forgot about this.
It's the dance of the sugar plum fairies.
The fairies.
It's so fucking funny. Then it cuts to Christmas at Hollis music video.
Yeah.
And I love, this is another thing I like about Mike Judge, is that like, everyone thinks, when they think of the videos,
They think they're making fun of.
but sometimes they're just like,
They're not,
these
they're
guys
rocking
fucking
out.
rule.
Yeah.
Like they're like dancing around the house and being like, yo, DMC's great. They're kicking it
Dude,
old
when they
school.
fucking cut to them fucking dancing, and it's like, it is the crudest animation you've
It's
ever
so
seen.
good,
It's
though.
like a jump cut of fucking Butthead just jumping from one side of the
Back and
couch to
forth.
the other. And there's no like in between animation. It's just like, he's over here, now he's over here.
Yeah,
He's over
it's
here.
so
it's
good.
so fucking funny.
And then we get the final letters to Butthead,
Yes.
which has a couple great letters.
Yeah.
There's the one where the guy is just listing off all the people that he wants to wish a Merry Christmas
He's
to.
just like, I hate to break this to you. I don't know. I don't care about any of these people. And he's the letters being read, and you just hear him cut in and go, okay, that's enough.
And then a girl with big thingies who's
Yes.
recently left her
them both.
boyfriend, wants both of them, and that's
Yeah.
the end of the special.
We're gonna score.
Yeah. And then that's it. You get that sweet guitar riff, and the
Yep.
credits start rolling, and that's Beavis and Butthead do Christmas, baby.
So recently, I have been like turning. Is it Peacock who's been doing it, or Paramount?
Paramount's been
Paramount.
doing the Beavis and Butthead
Where
stuff.
I've been like, ever so often been watching the old episodes, and again, my favorite parts are the music.
The videos are great.
The music videos watching, but the actual storylines aren't bad. I am now just waiting until they put them all the fuck up. Like as soon as they put them all
I was
up,
so annoyed that this wasn't on, because the big thing at Paramount was like, we're going to get the whole series with all the videos intact. And then we're like, all right, cool, we can, because we were going to do this for November.
Yep.
We're like, all right, we can finally do it. And then we looked and it's like, oh, this one's not available yet.
There's like 4 episodes per season available. Like they're dropping them in bits and pieces, but it's the most random bits and pieces.
It literally just might be, we finished getting the song rights for this one. So because they made the big promise that all the videos would be intact. So now they have to get the songwriting.
I really think they would have tried to do that before telling people
the announcement.
They were gonna do that.
A little bit. That might be a slight mistake on their part. But yeah, no, I think it was great.
I thought it was great, man. It's a good watch. It's so we talk a lot about nostalgia on here.
Yeah. Oh,
and I feel like this is, if I would have seen this as a kid.
Outside of, so my memory of this special is specifically when I was a little kid. So I'm assuming this was like 96. So we're thinking maybe I'm like 9 to 11 years old, in that range. Yeah. My uncle and aunt, I guess they were my great uncle and aunt because they were my grandmother's brother. They would have this huge Christmas Eve party.
Okay.
So we would like go to church in the afternoon, and then we would just go there. And it was like, I can't tell you now because the childhood tracking of time is all fucked up.
Yeah.
But it was like, I remember distinctly that I would get to open one present, and it was usually a book.
Yep.
It was like something to keep me occupied at the Christmas party.
Yeah.
They would be like, there'd be so much food. It was like so much food. It felt like there was like 50 people in this house just coming and going. And at a certain point as kids, you got bored and you would go upstairs.
Yeah.
And depending on like what day Christmas Eve fell on, it would be like Snick specials or something.
Yep.
But most years, no matter what day it was, like Monday through Sunday, MTV would replay this.
Yeah.
So I have such distinct memories of being in the room at my uncle's house watching this every Christmas Eve with my cousins.
I love that.
So like, but I agree, like outside of that specific memory that I hold with this show, this would be one where I'm like, ooh, it's a little too mean-spirited for my Christmas festive blood, but it's like a fun one to watch.
It's definitely a fun one. It's not of everything Beavis and Butthead I've seen, this is not one of my favorites.
No, I think you could get away with watching the music videos and It's a Wonderful Life segment.
I want to find
Let's find that music
the thing
video
that we were talking about earlier, where it's like it's just them reacting to videos.
I think we'd have a fucking blast with it.
So fucking fun.
Yeah. We should get super meta and we'll watch them watching videos while commentating on them commentating.
Yeah. Or we can watch us commentating on watching.
Yeah, we'll record that and then we'll record an episode of us. Yeah, that'll be perfect.
That'll work. Nobody's going to watch that.
Dylan, I always love doing Christmas with you.
I love doing Christmas with you too, man.
Whoa, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holiday, have a great holiday, have a merry happy holiday.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.